before I get into detail. So you guys ready? So this yellow structure right here, you see with all the veins and the vessels? This layer right here is going to be your epidural. Epi means upon. Your next layer, right here, you can see this blue thick line, this blue thick layer right here. You see how there's two lines, right? The thick one on top is going to be your dura mater. That's where this layer got its name. Epidural upon the dura layer. So this is epidural, dura mater. And then you see this very thin one, this thin layer. This layer is your arachnoid. And then arachnoid layer. So you see, next you see all these empty spaces in here. So all that empty spaces that you see, this is the subarachnoid. This space, the subarachnoid. And then this layer, the one encapsulate all that white matter and the gray matter, this is called your pia mater. This is the last layer. So pia mater. Okay, next we're going to go into the structures. So with the spine, you know this is the dorsal side, right? The dorsal, which is the back side. So that way you can, and okay, so this is the dorsal, and on the front here, this is the ventral. So that way you can distinguish where the roots are. The top here, dorsal, this top layer, pull it up, these two right here, you see all those little lines? This is going to be your dorsal root. Dorsal root. And on the bottom, underneath, right there, underneath here, this is your ventral root. So ventral root, dorsal root. Then following along your dorsal root, this huge yellow structure right here, this is your dorsal root ganglion. Okay, dorsal root ganglion. Now you see at the end, at the side, at the end of the spine that's going outside of the spine, you see these blue structures right on both sides? These are your spinal nerves. Your dorsal root ganglion is inside the spinal nerve. So this entire structure, if there were to be a marker where they put an arrow and just say, name this structure right here, you would say spinal nerve. But if they have a pointer and they point right here, you would say dorsal root ganglion. So the dorsal root ganglion is a yellow. Give them some what else you need to know. And then I think that's it. Did I go over everything? Oh, no, I'm not done. Okay. So you see this white layer, right? This is going to be your white matter. White matter. This is your white matter. And inside, this is your gray matter. And then what your gray matter consists of is, remember we mentioned this is the dorsal side and this is ventral. You have your dorsal gray horn, okay, dorsal gray horn, and lateral gray horn right here. Your lateral gray horn points out towards away from the midline. So this is your lateral gray horn. And in the middle, on the bottom here, these two, this is your ventral gray horn. So ventral gray horn, lateral gray horn, and then top is going to be your dorsal gray horn. And you see this little bridge that they connect at? These two, these long strips, these long bridges right here, are your gray commissure. And in the center here, where my hole is sticking out right here, that black hole, this is your central canal. So central canal is in the middle, and on the side of the central canal is your gray commissure. And that should be it. Yeah, you guys are good. You have a question?
That was